Introduction. Imagine walking in the footsteps of the Buddha, experiencing the trials and triumphs that led to enlightenment. What if every challenge you faced was a step towards a greater understanding, and every triumph, a celebration of wisdom? In this journey, we will explore the symbolic footprints of the Buddha, revealing how his path can guide us through our own problems and victories. Stay with us as we uncover the secrets of a life full of purpose and peace. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Introduction to Buddha's footprints. Buddha's footprints, also known as Buddhapada, are not just physical marks but spiritual guides. These footprints symbolize the Buddha's presence on earth, his path, and the journey we all take in life. They remind us that enlightenment is not just an end goal but a journey filled with learning and growth. The significance of footprints in Buddhism. In many Buddhist cultures, the footprints of Buddha are revered as sacred symbols. They are a reminder that the Buddha walked the same earth as we do, faced challenges, and overcame them with grace and wisdom. They symbolize the potential in each of us to walk the same path towards enlightenment. Following in the footsteps of enlightenment. To follow in Buddha's footsteps means to live with compassion, mindfulness, and kindness. It's about making choices that lead to inner peace and understanding. Every step we take on this path brings us closer to our true selves and the divine. Footprints is a map to overcome. Challenges. Life is full of problems, but Buddha's footprints show us that each problem is a stepping stone. By facing our challenges, we learn and grow. Buddha teaches us that our hardships are not obstacles but opportunities to develop resilience and wisdom.
The story of the footprints on the sand. There is a beautiful story where a man sees two sets of footprints in the sand, his and the Buddha's. During the hardest times, he notices only one set of footprints. Confused, he asks, "Buddha, why did you leave me when I needed you most?" The Buddha replies, "My dear child, during your hardest times I carried you." This story reminds us that we are never alone. The Buddha's guidance is always with us. The symbolism of right foot. First. In many depictions, Buddha's right footprint is shown first. This symbolizes taking the first step towards right action, right thought, and right speech. It encourages us to start our day with positive intentions and actions. The left footprint. Inner reflection. The left footprint represents inner reflection and mindfulness. It reminds us to look within, to understand our thoughts and feelings. By being mindful, we can control our reactions and make better choices. The lotus flower in the footprint. Often, the lotus flower is seen within Buddha's footprint, symbolizing purity and enlightenment. Just like the lotus, which blooms in muddy water but remains pure, we can rise above our difficulties and keep our minds clear and pure. Symbols within the footprint. Dharma wheel. Inside the footprint, one might find the Dharma wheel, representing the Buddha's teachings. The 8 spokes of the wheel symbolize the Eightfold Path: right understanding, intention, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration. These are the steps we must follow to walk the path of enlightenment. The swastika, a sign of good fortune. Another common symbol found within Buddha's footprints is the swastika, representing good fortune and auspiciousness. It reminds us that by following the Buddha's teachings, we invite good fortune into our lives and create a positive destiny. The fish symbol, freedom and liberation. 2 fish within the footprints symbolize freedom and liberation. They remind us that just like fish swimming freely in the water, we too can swim freely in the ocean of life, liberated from fear and suffering. The conch shell, a call to awareness. The conch shell within the footprint symbolizes awakening. It calls us to be aware, to wake up from our ignorance, and to embrace the truth. By being aware, we can see the reality of life and find our true purpose. The crown on the footprint, leadership and nobility. The crown signifies nobility and leadership. It reminds us that the path to enlightenment is a noble one. And as we walk this path, we lead others by example, showing them the way to peace and happiness. The Vajra, indestructible truth. The Vajra, a symbol of indestructible truth, is often seen within the footprint. It reminds us that the truth is powerful and unbreakable. By embracing the truth, we can overcome all ignorance and delusion. Walking the path of compassion. Buddha's footprints teach us that compassion is the foundation of the spiritual path. By showing kindness to all beings, we walk in the footsteps of the Buddha. Compassion heals our hearts and the hearts of those around us. Patience and perseverance in the footprints. The footprints also symbolize patience and perseverance. Buddha's journey was not an easy one, but through patience he overcame all obstacles. We too must learn to be patient, knowing that every step we take brings us closer to our goals. The importance of right speech. Buddha's footprints teach us the importance of right speech, speaking words that are true, kind, and helpful. Our words have the power to heal or hurt. By choosing our words wisely, we walk the path of harmony and peace. Mindfulness in every step. Mindfulness is the key to enlightenment. Buddha's footprints remind us to be mindful in every step we take. By being aware of our thoughts, actions, and feelings, we can make better choices and live a life of peace and clarity. The footprints as a guide in daily life. In our daily lives, we can use Buddha's footprints as a guide. Whenever we face a challenge, we can remember the footprints and ask ourselves, what would Buddha do? This simple question can help us make better choices. Triumph over adversity. Just like the Buddha, we will face adversity. But Buddha's footprints show us that triumph is possible. By staying true to our values and beliefs, we can overcome any obstacle. The connection between footprints and meditation. Meditation is like walking in the Buddha's footprints. It helps us connect with our true selves and understand the deeper meaning of life. Through meditation, we can find the answers we seek. The spiritual journey. From ignorance to enlightenment. The footprints represent the spiritual journey from ignorance to enlightenment. They remind us that we all start at the beginning, but with determination and faith, we can reach the highest peaks of wisdom. The power of intention. The footprints teach us the power of intention. Every step we take is guided by our intentions. By setting positive and pure intentions, we create a path of joy and fulfillment. Overcoming fear. With each step. Fear is a natural part of life, but Buddha's footprints teach us that we can overcome fear. With each step, we gain courage and strength, knowing that we are not alone on our journey. Living in harmony with nature. The footprints remind us to live in harmony with nature. Buddha was deeply connected to the natural world, and his footprints show us that by respecting and protecting nature, we find peace and balance. The role of karma. In the footprints, karma plays a significant role in Buddha's teachings. The footprints remind us that our actions have consequences. By making positive choices, we create good karma that leads to happiness and success. The sacredness of life. The footprints symbolize the sacredness of all life. Every being is on a spiritual journey, and by showing respect to all forms of life, we honor the Buddha's teachings. The light of wisdom. Buddha's footprints shine with the light of wisdom. They show us that wisdom is not something we gain overnight, but something we cultivate with time and experience. Embracing change. Life is full of changes, but Buddha's footprints teach us to embrace change. By being flexible and open-minded, we can navigate the changes in life with grace and ease. The joy of simplicity. The footprints remind us that joy is found in simplicity. By letting go of material desires and living simply, we find true happiness. The power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a key teaching of the Buddha. The footprints show us that by forgiving ourselves and others, we release the burden of anger and resentment, opening the door to love and understanding. Serving others. One of the most important lessons from Buddha's footprints is the importance of serving others. By helping those in need, we walk the path of the Buddha, spreading love and kindness wherever we go. Finding inner peace. The ultimate goal of walking in Buddha's footsteps is to find inner peace. By following his teachings, we can quiet the mind, calm the heart, and find a deep sense of peace that stays with us through all of life's ups and downs. The importance of community. Buddha's journey was not taken alone. He had the support of his followers and community. The footprints remind us that we too need the support of others on our spiritual path. Together we are stronger and can achieve great things. The eternal flame of faith. Faith is the flame that guides us on our journey. Buddha's footprints inspire us to keep the flame of faith burning bright, knowing that with faith, all things are possible. The role of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force. By being grateful for the small blessings in life, we attract more positivity and joy. Buddha's footprints remind us to walk with gratitude in our hearts. Overcoming suffering. Suffering is a part of life, but Buddha's footprints teach us that we can overcome suffering. By understanding the causes of our suffering, we can find ways to heal and move forward. The beauty of compassionate living. Compassion is at the heart of Buddha's teachings. By living a life of compassion, we bring beauty into the world. The footprints remind us to be compassionate towards ourselves and others. The legacy of the Buddha. Buddha's footprints represent his enduring legacy. His teachings continue to inspire and guide millions of people around the world. By following in his footsteps, we become a part of that legacy. Finding strength in silence. Silence is a powerful tool for spiritual growth. The footprints remind us that in silence we can find the answers we seek. By taking time to be silent, we connect with our inner wisdom. The power of presence. Buddha's footprints teach us the power of being present. By living in the moment, we can fully experience life and all its wonders. Presence is the key to happiness and fulfillment. Embracing humility. Humility is a virtue that Buddha valued deeply. The footprints remind us to be humble, to recognize our limitations, and to appreciate the wisdom of others. Walking the path of truth. Truth is a guiding light on the spiritual path. The footprints teach us to be honest with ourselves and others. By living a life of truth, we find integrity and self-respect. The power of resilience. Buddha's journey was one of great resilience. The footprints remind us that we too can be resilient. By facing challenges with courage and determination, we can overcome anything. Finding balance in life. Balance is essential for a happy life. The footprints teach us to find balance between work and rest, giving and receiving, and the material and spiritual. By finding balance, we find harmony.
The joy of giving. Giving is a source of great joy. Buddha's footprints remind us that by giving selflessly, we receive more than we could ever imagine. Giving brings us closer to others and to our true selves. Overcoming doubt. Doubt is a natural part of the spiritual journey, but Buddha's footprints teach us to overcome doubt. By having faith in ourselves and in the teachings of the Buddha, we can find clarity and confidence. The beauty of acceptance. Acceptance is a key to peace. The footprints teach us to accept life as it is, to embrace our reality, and to find peace in what we cannot change. The path of love. Love is the highest path. Buddha's footprints show us that by loving ourselves and others, we find true happiness. Love is the foundation of all spiritual growth. The power of prayer. Prayer is a way to connect with the divine. The footprints remind us to pray for guidance, strength, and wisdom. Through prayer, we find comfort and support. Finding purpose. Purpose gives life meaning. Buddha's footprints teach us that by finding our purpose, we find direction and fulfillment. Purpose is what drives us to be our best selves. The role of wisdom in decision-making. Wisdom is essential for making good decisions. The footprints remind us to seek wisdom in all that we do, to think carefully before we act, and to make choices that align with our values. The importance of rest. Rest is vital for health and well-being. Buddha's footprints teach us that taking time to rest and rejuvenate is essential for a balanced life. Rest allows us to recharge and be our best selves. The path of service is a way to give back. The footprints remind us that by serving others, we serve ourselves. Service brings joy and fulfillment and helps us grow spiritually. The beauty of simplicity. Simple living is a path to peace. Buddha's footprints show us that by letting go of unnecessary possessions and desires, we find freedom and happiness. Overcoming attachments. Attachments cause suffering. The footprints teach us to let go of attachments, to live with an open heart, and to embrace change. By letting go, we find freedom. The power of community is essential for spiritual growth. The footprints remind us that by being part of a community, we find support, encouragement, and inspiration. Together, we can achieve great things. The path of self-discovery. The spiritual journey is one of self-discovery. Buddha's footprints teach us to explore who we are, to understand our strengths and weaknesses, and to find our true selves. Finding joy in the journey. The journey is as important as the destination. The footprints remind us to find joy in each step we take, to appreciate the beauty of the present moment, and to celebrate our progress. The ultimate destination, enlightenment. The footprints lead us to the ultimate destination, enlightenment. By following the path of the Buddha, we find peace, joy, and a deep connection with the divine. Enlightenment is not just a goal, but a way of life. Conclusion. The footprints of the Buddha teach us that life is a journey filled with challenges and triumphs. By walking in his footsteps, we find the guidance, strength, and wisdom to overcome any obstacle. As we take each step, we come closer to our true selves and to enlightenment. If you found this journey inspiring, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let's aim for 5,000 likes, and I'll share more incredible insights on how you can use Buddhist numerology to calculate your financial code. Stay tuned and keep walking the path of light.
Conclusion. The footprints of the Buddha teach us that life is a journey filled with challenges and triumphs. By walking in his footsteps, we find the guidance, strength, and wisdom to overcome any obstacle. As we take each step, we come closer to our true selves and to enlightenment. If you found this journey inspiring, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let's aim for 5,000 likes, and I'll share more incredible insights on how you can use Buddhist numerology to calculate your financial code. Stay tuned and keep walking the path of light.